founder of PCtans. She started up her own tanning business while in college to serve the Providence College community, friends, family, all that stuff. So, yeah, Grace, can you go ahead and introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. So I'm Grace Moynihan, as Barber just said, senior at Providence College. I'm a double major in finance and management. I'm from Towson, Maryland, and I started PCtans my sophomore year. So in October of my sophomore year, which was 2018, 2019. Feels like forever ago, but yeah, that's me.
That's pretty lit. So who like the PC10? I want to know. So just go right into it. How did you come up with that idea like that? Because I know like I've had friends that what's the word? Like you've tanned, right?
Yeah,
Like
yeah, I spray them, I tan them. Yeah.
yeah, like so. Where did you come up with that idea? Like I feel like in barbers are barbers, so like I see there's that need there, but like how did you come up with the idea for being like tanning people? That's
Yeah,
crazy.
totally. So I went to an all girls private Catholic school in high school and middle school. And it was just a culture there that you would always be tan for every single event. So whenever we had dances, any event, we had this thing called gym meet that was a huge thing. And the hallways would reek of fake tan 24/7. So since high school, like spray tanning has just been a culture that I've known about and absolutely loved, because I think being tan just makes you look way better, healthier, and more confident overall. So I got to college and I was like telling all my friends, like, oh, I have this self tanner, I do this, like I'm always tan, like, and everyone was very confused by it, but always told me I looked good. So
Yeah.
yeah, so sophomore year hit. I was playing club volleyball and didn't really love it, didn't like the team atmosphere or whatever. So I decided to do something I'd never done before and quit the team. And it was a huge decision for me. And it was taking up about 4 hours of my week with practice. And then all my weekends would go to tournaments. So when I quit that, my psycho self said, you have loads of time. So let's go dive into your passions, which is entrepreneurship. And then also let's find something else I can pair with that, which was just the love for tanning. So it started with me thinking, hey, I can just spray tan myself and I'll save time and energy instead of like rubbing tan on myself every day. I can just spray tan myself. So I'll buy the kit and I'll just do it myself. Then obviously the entrepreneur in me was like, no, 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 let's make this into a full-fledged business. And then that's really how it started, and it's snowballed since then.
Wow. That's exactly what I wanted to like understand is like, how'd you do it? Why'd you do it? And because, I kind of had like a similar thought process. I was like, well, this is one of my passions. My family comes from family of barbers and stylists and stuff. And, taking that passion along with your entrepreneurship passion, being management, like entrepreneurship, all that stuff kind of intermingles and you kind of like form that together and boom, you have it. So like in terms of, you started it, did it just like how'd you get clientele to get like
It was crazy what happened. So I started the business, I bought all the stuff and I was like, okay, I'll go slow with it. I had to learn how to do it. I watched all these YouTube videos and I just made an Instagram. I looked up all these things like Providence College Tans. Is there anyone else doing this at all? I don't really want to step on a business that's already here, but I couldn't find anything. And I asked around to seniors that I knew from Friar's Club, all that stuff. No one knew of anyone. I was like, okay, perfect. This is an empty market. I can just take over. So I got on Instagram and literally followed every single girl who went here and absolutely just went crazy on social media. And I priced myself at $15, which a typical spray tan, if you're going to go to a salon, would be 30 to 60 if you're getting an airbrush from a person. So $15 for a student is like amazing. And I would come to you. It was just a great package. So I did in October. SRW hit probably a week or two later. And it was just rapid fire. One day I think I did like 30 tans in one
Damn.
day. It
wow.
was insane how much I was doing. But it was fully social media and then word of mouth. I mean, you guys both know me. The second I'm in someone's home, I'm gonna become their best friend, and then become friends with their friends, and then everyone's just talking about this crazy girl who's spray tanning people for super cheap, but she's super nice about it, and like you want her to come over.
Damn, that's crazy. I heard about this obviously when I was back in college, and like I heard about it and I was just like, oh, this is crazy. That's dope. But like I didn't know the backstory. Like you had like some sort of passion before, like in high school, I kind of gave you this, and then you kind of want to do it for yourself, and then you kept talking to more people and like, I'm gonna expand and become an entrepreneur. And then you took advantage of like the big events back in college and like SRW and just completely capitalized off of it and just kept going and going and going and just meeting people. How was that like? Have you met some like dope people through doing that? Like, have you made more friends and have you like what's going on through that? Like the
Oh,
connections?
1000%. I
Yeah,
mean, the crazy thing is that when I was a sophomore, I was friends with so many seniors because I would just spray tan them all. And once someone's seen you naked, like you basically want to be nice to them whenever you see them.
yeah,
So all these senior
yeah.
girls are just being like super nice to me all the time. But yeah, I've made some friends. It's hard sometimes to make friends after seeing someone naked for the first time you meet them. Um,
Yeah, I could bet.
but yeah, I have made some friends. It's also the funniest thing I learned from the beginning is that we'd be at like those big darties back in the day. And I would just be walking through and I'd randomly see someone stop and just stare at me. And I would be like, oh my, why are you staring at me? It was someone I spray tanned and just completely forgot because my
Oh
Uh,
my.
days were so packed with people. I would not remember people at all. And they'd be like, Grace, Grace. And I'm like, hi, yeah, I'm the spray tan girl. Ha ha.
yeah.
No clue who they are. Like, they clearly think I remember them, but no. Like, I think that's the funny thing that people think I like know exactly what they looked like or what we talked about. It's just like a job to me. I go into like robot mode when I'm doing a spray tan and I'm just like autopilot 1000%.
Damn. That's crazy. Barbara, would you remember everyone you gave a cut to? Or like
I mean, for the most part, is I'm looking at their head, so I kind of recognize like the structure in their face, but very similar, like literally like so much similarities, Grace, between mine in terms of like when I locked in, because I organized my classes from basically 8:30 to like 2 or 3, like 3 to 7, like 3 to 9, like on a Thursday or Friday when during Wednesday through Friday, I would just be like my bicep would just be so swole. I would just be like here, like locked in, like cutting hair, like next every 30 minutes, next. Come like net like
Insanity.
come Saturday, like, oh yay, what's up? Like Barber, what's going on? Like, hey man, how's it going?
yeah.
Yeah, what is it, John or Tom? I don't remember, but what's up, dude?
Yeah.
Great seeing you. Blah blah blah. He's like, give me a fire haircut. Like so many similarities, Grace. It's kind of crazy. You lock in, you get into work mode, and you kind of robot.
Fully robot.
So what happened? So like do you still do the tans? Like how was COVID kind like did you stop because of COVID? Like what's going on? What's going on with PC10? What's the current state of it?
Yeah, so I let's go back to last year, a year ago from today. I get back from abroad and I have to like while I'm in abroad, I'm refollowing all the new freshmen because they don't know what PCtans is, and I have to do that every year. And then I'll unfollow all the old seniors, refresh my social media, all that good stuff. PCtans last year, this time, before COVID hit, was pretty normal. Like I was still going to dorms, but it definitely cut down because I didn't have that name recognition from the first semester kickoff. And then COVID hit, and I, first semester, just kind of took a break. I didn't want to step on any toes and have people thinking my brand was insensitive to the health and safety of others. So I just decided I'm not going to really push PCtans on people. If anyone was like, hey, can I get a tan? Like one of my friends, any seniors, any juniors, I definitely would have done it. And I did do that. But I didn't market myself because it's such you can't be wearing a mask. I can wear a mask, but it really doesn't matter. And it's so anti-COVID of a process. And I didn't really have the knowledge or the want to go past any of those COVID liabilities and like cover all my bases. The only thing I really did was I have my appointment scheduler. So everyone has to sign a liability waiver.
Good question, Grace. What appointment scheduler do you use?
I use Acuity.
Acuity. Have you heard of Booksy?
No, I haven't.
Oh, hold on. We're not. No. This we're meshing the blend between like post grad real world and like school shit. Okay, like Booksy is like a fucking like an business shit. Like, but I mean, it works though. I mean, I guess that's what it's for. I guess you're right.
But I used to use an app called Setmore. It's basically like you run your appointments through there, tells you how much you made. But I work for a company called Booksy, which is Acuity is a competitor to Booksy. It's like an appointment scheduler. Your clients can schedule their own appointments. You can schedule them, put pictures. It's like you create a profile, and it's fucking great. It's got marketing features and all that. But keep going. Yeah, sorry to interrupt you. I just wanted to know.
No, you're so fine. Acuity for me is just it was like one and done. And also I'm gonna probably end it at the end of this year, sadly. But so yeah, COVID hit and I kind of took a step back from my business. Also, I wanted to enjoy my first semester senior year.
Yeah.
And then second semester, I was low on cash fully. So I was like, okay, I got to get PCtans back up and running. So I started posting a little bit more. And then basically all my senior friends are always here Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We have themed parties, the seniors. So anytime there's a theme party, everyone's just coming to my house and getting sprayed because we're all so close together on Eaton Street. And then some juniors who live off campus, I've went to their houses, sprayed them. And then I've had some sophomores when I sprayed them when they were freshmen last year. I've had them come to my house. So I haven't gone onto campus to spray anyone just because I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want anyone to get in trouble. And I feel like roommate situations right now with COVID, you really don't want your roommate snitching on you and telling the school that you had a girl spray tanning you in your apartment and then it getting back to me.
Right.
But these people are coming to you like consent, you know what I mean? Like it's not like you're spraying them out of like you're chaining them to a wall and you're spraying them, like they're coming to you, you know what I mean?
No, yeah, 1,000. So in my scheduling thing, they have to sign a COVID liability waiver saying like I accept all risks. So if you come to my house and you get COVID, it's not my fault and you can't name drop me at all. And then they also have to tell me like when was your last test? Have you had any of these symptoms? All that stuff. So I've had an appointment where it was a whole suite of girls and one person said I had COVID 10 days ago. And then the rest of the girls were in her suite go, we haven't been in contact with anyone with COVID in the past 14 days.
It's cap.
And I was like, these like your story's not lining up at all. So I had to text them all being like, hey guys, I can't do that for myself or any of my other clients. It's just not fair. So that stunk because that could have been like what $100 right there. But I gotta put the safety of everyone else and myself first and have to cancel some appointments sometimes.
That's great. That's great. Do you make like good money? Like is it like a nice side hustle for like while you're in college making some bread?
1,000%. Yeah. I think sophomore year was just I made disgusting money my sophomore year, and a senior me is so mad that I didn't save any of it. I was just like living in money, and now I'm not living in money. And I was like, oh my gosh, like I said, I was doing spray tans every single minute I was free my sophomore year. So my profits were in the $9,000 range.
Like what do you mean? Like in a month or a week or what is?
In my whole I started October of sophomore year. By the end of sophomore year, I'd made over like $9,000.
Damn! Holy fuck!
From all spray tans.
Yo, Barber, how much you make?
I mean, I never calculated it, but on any given week, like week over week, I'd make anywhere from like $300 to $500 a week.
All right, so y'all stacking some bread.
It's just like it was stupid money, and I didn't know what to do with it. No one knew actually how much I was making, so I would just go and treat my friends to dinner, go out. I would never eat at Ray. I would never eat. I would eat out for every single meal.
God
It was
damn it! What the fuck was I doing in college? God damn it! I couldn't even
Hey, come on,
dude. God, you were making
yeah.
bank. Damn, that's
It
fucking.
got to a point where I was like, should I hire an employee?
Damn,
Like,
yo, you making
I
that much
honestly,
bread?
yeah, I actually could have, but I was like, I don't feel like teaching someone how to do this or having them mess up and me having that responsibility.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's so funny you say that because freshman year when I started it, I had a sophomore who I had went to high school with. He was a sophomore when I was a freshman, and I was teaching him how to cut hair so he could also cut hair. And we went half on business cards together, and we were gonna like do it together, but he ended up just not following through and cutting and all that. But yeah, it would have been dope to have like a couple of us doing it. But
Yeah.
did you ever think of raising your prices to like $20?
So I did that. So what happened is I entered the market and I dominated. And I didn't know, but there was a senior who was also doing spray tans, and her Instagram name was bad B word tans.
You could. Oh, bad bitch.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh no, this is real. You can say whatever the fuck you want.
It was bad bitch tans.
Yeah.
So I couldn't find her on Instagram at all. No one knew, and she wasn't. I hate to say it, wasn't the most liked person in her grade.
Oh.
So every senior went to me and would like say all that, but her prices were 20, mine were 15. So when she graduated, I raised my price to 20 because I had no competition in the market.
Damn, that's fucking man. You motherfuckers are smart, man. God damn it, man.
That's hilarious.
I'm over here on Eaton Street, like fucking putting fucking hot dogs in my mouth, and you guys are like
Oh my god.
making bread on the side. Like that's a pretty good that's a good market, like a good idea to do. Like, damn, that's crazy. That's bananas. Damn.
Yeah, I've just always been an entrepreneur. Like ever since I was little, I always made businesses. So for me, it's just like it's my natural attitude to try to find something I can do on my own to make money.
What are some businesses you started as a young? Do you have any like actual
Yeah.
like a lemonade stand or something?
Yeah, of course you got to start with the lemonade and chocolate chip cookie stand.
Okay.
I would go around my neighborhood and pick my neighbors' flowers off their trees and bushes, and then I'd just tie them together and go to my neighbor's house and sell them a bouquet of their own flowers when I was like
Oh my
6 or 7. It's so terrible, but they'd buy them for like $10, and I was like, yes. And then I'd like go buy stuff with that. When I was like around 10 or 11, we started Best Buds beads at my pool. So we'd make bead bracelets, necklaces, and we had we had like a war. Someone copied our idea within our community pool, and they named theirs like Best Friends beads. So we went to the manager and told him that he had to shut down their business because they were copying us. And we had like this whole sit down with the manager of the pool. We're like 10 years old. The manager of the pool about whose business idea came first and if it was okay to have 2 bead businesses in one pool. And we won because we were there first.
Nice.
So we had like a whole staff working for us. It was me and my sister. We had a whole staff of little girls just like doing beads, and we'd all take breaks and go play sharks and minnows in the water, and then we'd come back and make more bracelets. And then in middle school, I had Just Elastics, which are like elastic hair ties, used to be like so in. So I would tie dye elastic hair ties and I'd sell them in packs of like 4 or 6. And I made an Etsy account for that and I sold them at school.
You made you made an Etsy account too?
Yeah, I had a full business for Just Elastics, and it was all elastic hair ties that I would like tie dye and stuff. It was fun. And then in high school, I made monogram key fobs, MKF Biz. So I don't have. Oh wait, let me grab one. 1 second.
Yeah, you're going. That's crazy. On Etsy, she on Etsy. She on Etsy. So that's like, I mean, that's pretty legit.
Like,
I mean,
this is a key fob.
Yeah.
So I would sell basically these, but I would monogram anything onto it, like initial, like those circle monograms where you have your initials on them.
Yeah.
I would do that. So that was MKF Biz, and that was like all of high school probably. And then I ended that when I came to college because I couldn't bring my entire embroidery machine to college.
Yeah.
And then I started PCtans. Yeah. So
Damn,
a whole history.
There's a whole history, there's a whole passion, there's a whole background there. That's crazy. Like,
Yeah.
that's insane. Like, you really, really are about it, and you really do. It really does interest you. That's crazy. So, what is the future hold? What's next for PCtans and for you and graduating senior year and in the future? Do you want to start a new business? Like, what's up with you?
Yeah. So PCtans, I think it will die. I'm honestly surprised no one has like reached out to me and asked to buy the business from me, because if I was a sophomore and I knew this business was a senior, I would reach out being like, hey, I know you're graduating, like, can I have your name, or can you teach me how to do this? Or because it's just such a profitable business. But no one's reached out, and maybe I'll try to sell it to somebody just for an extra boost of cash at the end. But then I'm going to move to Baltimore when I get out of college, and I'm going to be working for Bank of America it's on the financial advising track. And so I don't think I'm going to have time to be mobile spray tanning in that large of an area. Like a college campus is perfect because I can walk anywhere. Yeah. But if I'm doing it in Baltimore, Maryland, I'd have to drive like half an hour tops to these places, and I just won't have time for that, or I won't have enough profit to pay for like gas, car, all of that stuff. So I think I'll be spray tanning my family, my friends, whoever can come to my house, and myself.
Damn, that's crazy. I mean, do you want to start like a new business? Like, I know like Barber, you continued being a barber. Like, I mean, I still get my haircuts from Barber. You know what I mean? But so he's kind of continuing that sense. Do you want to like start a new business? Is that
1000%? Yeah, I need to think about it. I've thought about I thought about so many things. My head doesn't stop thinking about new businesses I could create. But I think I'll probably go back into like my embroidery machine and I could do like a whole clothing brand on that, or just like random embroidery things. Stuff is going to be in the works, and I know I'm going to do something that's going to make up for all the time that I'm going to be sitting on my couch. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'll figure something out. I don't have anything definite yet, but I'll let you guys know when I do.
Yeah, for sure. Reach out, because I know we do a merch soon. I just got a pair of joggers for Real Relay, which are lit. I wore them this weekend. Fucking gas. Dave Eisenberg, Barber, love them. We have shirts on the way as well too for the internal team, and we're gonna do hoodies and stuff to the public. But if you ever like do an embroidery, if you want to go down that route, we'll definitely love to like work with you and like give you some business, obviously. That's crazy though. So you gotta keep doing it. I mean, obviously Bank of America, like, that's lit. Like, congratulations, you're gonna be graduating senior. Congratulations, you're gonna leave, and then you're gonna go work and get after and stuff like that. Obviously keep in contact with everybody, but I would say like too, like, keep working on the side as well too. That's my tip, is like, yo.
Yeah, I think my biggest thing is I hate being bored. That's why I keep making businesses, because if I'm like sitting still or not doing anything with my time, I feel so unproductive. That's why I keep making businesses, because I'm like, I'm not doing something with this time. I have to do something. What's the best thing to do? Make money so I can have fun and do other things. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I definitely will. There's not going to be a time that I'm going to be doing nothing on the side.
No, I'm finishing my question right now, Barber. Listen. I'm finishing my question.
Yo, my bad.
The audience is like, what the fuck is going on here? No, I'm finishing my question.
My bad.
Real quick. I was asking her about, like, does she feel different? Does Grace feel different compared to her peers in college and shit like that? Like, when it comes to being an entrepreneur, like, Barber, did you feel different being like a barber and like wanting to continue that? Like compared to, like, some of the guys I mentioned and shit like that, like, how do you feel like different on the inside? Do you feel like, yo, like, I'm not just a normal like 9-to-5 kid. I'm like, yo, I could be something, you know what I mean? Crazy,
Yeah. I mean, the ego in me wants to feel different, but I mean,
Not great.
He's like
I
the demon in me wants to feel different. The demon
the
in me
demon
though.
in me wants to feel like I'm more than I am.
Grace is like,
But
yeah,
I mean,
Grace is.
I definitely think
No, go ahead.
I definitely think like people like Grace are cut from a different cloth for sure. Because on top of like the things we already do, like in our 9 to 5s and in our everyday life, we still like have that ambition and that drive to want more than the average. So, I mean, I definitely feel like to an extent, I personally I felt like I was different, and I'm sure Grace definitely felt like maybe a little bit different in terms of like her drive and her motivation to not only crush her classes and give tours and just be a super personable social person, but on top of that, be an entrepreneur, make mad bread, and intertwine all of that into the fiber of her life. You know what I mean?
Because like, bro, she's stacking bread. She's stacking bread on bread on bread on bread. Like, yo, 10 rags, bro.
Oh,
And done a lot of shit with 10 rags. But on top of that, it's like Brandon's nickname is literally Barber. Like that's how everyone knows him. You know what I mean?
yeah.
Like I feel like you set your own lane. You know, like I don't know. That's pretty crazy to me. Like that's bananas. Like
I feel like it could just be like also a failure to be satisfied with anything. Like I don't know about you, Barber. It's just like I'm never satisfied. I'm always looking for something else, another avenue to go down, or how to make my thing better or faster, more efficient, whatever.
if
Yeah.
it
No, I agree.
if the opportunity was presented to you, like at one point, you know what I mean, would you like consider doing like other I don't know what I'm trying to say, like other tasks, like other like special abilities that you might have like in the future, if you like want to, let's say not just tan but embroider or anything like that. If that opportunity was there to work with a team and to do something, would you pursue it?
To work with, like if I got offered from someone to join a team.
Yeah, like well, like maybe you'll start off like maybe like in a company or something like that. But eventually, are you gonna try to take steps to kind of go down that route, or are you gonna just trying to be cool and like figure out the industry world and like the 9 to 5 world right now?
I think it's gonna be 9 to 5 with like little droplings of entrepreneurship, but I think my like dream goal is to have a little side business and then just have it blow up and take over my life,
That,
whatever it
that's
be. You know what I
that's
mean?
yeah.
And to leave the 9 to 5 corporate world for something that I like to do more.
That's what
And
I
that
was.
I'm my own boss.
That's what.
I don't like bosses.
That's what I was. That right, yo, and be careful saying that, but like, yo, I
I,
say the same. I
I mean,
said,
I don't think anyone likes bosses. Let's be honest. No one likes being told what to do.
well, not necessarily true. You know what I mean? I've met some people, and I don't mean to cut you off, but I've met some people that have been like, are content with their 9 to 5, making 100K, 200K, whatever they make, and they're cool with being alone. And they're not necessarily they have a boss, but they're okay with like being regular, like in a box. And they're completely cool with that. They pay their bills, they're chilling, no one bothers them. A lot of people are like that in the tech world, you know what I mean? But
Oh yeah.
you'd be surprised. A lot of people are like very like complacent is the word I think, and very just chill what they are.
But
Again, that go ahead, go ahead.
do you think if you gave them the opportunity to be their own boss and do the same thing that they're doing, that they wouldn't choose that
No,
immediately?
no,
You don't think they would?
no. No,
Interesting.
because some people don't have what us three have right here, which is that drive. Because you have to understand, you might not even realize because you're doing it subconsciously, but to be a boss and to be someone who like is an entrepreneur, who to be a leader takes like, they're born, they're not created. You know what I mean? You can learn along the way, but ultimately you have this innate skill and ability within you that no one else has. And I think if some people are like don't want the responsibility, they don't want like because if anything happens to your business, it's on you. You know what I mean? Like you take the L, you take the loss, you take everything, the fall. You know what I mean? And a lot of people are not cool with that. A lot of people are not cool with the nitty gritty of what it means to be as a boss. You're in charge of all of these other aspects that maybe you're not 100% aware of, and some people don't give a fuck about that. They don't care. They want to get their paycheck and they want to get the fuck out. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I think some people, if you were to present them with the opportunity, they'd be like, "Nah, I would rather make 100K and be fine and just be like an employee and just connect my 401k and my benefits and I'm straight."
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah,
I
I don't think like that.
yeah,
Go ahead.
and I just want to say too, like, there's nothing wrong with
Yeah,
choosing that route
Oh
either.
nothing
no,
wrong, nothing
it
wrong.
it makes
Yeah,
so much sense. It does make sense. It's like comfortable. It's just
Hmm.
yeah.
comfortable.
It,
Yeah,
it it's just like a question of like how you like view it, I guess. And I was talking to Nancy about this. It's like, would you rather like what do you value? Like, do you want the stability of a constant paycheck with like, good great benefits and all that, but you're capped at an income level and your value is measured in time? Or like do you want like less stability and like, more volatility in terms of like, uncapped income potential and more like control over like your day to day. So like it really just depends on like what you value and how you work. But I think for people like us, like
1000%.
you know like I said yesterday, you got to milk your 9 to 5 to fund your 5 to 9. So for the time being, I guess we got to figure out this 9 to 5 shit. But like once the time comes and we can fulfill that, whatever it is our 5 to 9 is, and we can turn it into something great, then it would definitely be a possibility.
I
Mhm.
I love my 9 to 5. I want to put that out there into the universe before someone sees this at work and is like, "Oh,
Yeah. Oh my
fucking
god.
fire this kid." You know what I mean?
I also
No,
don't think it's bad to not be content with your job. Like I think
yeah.
sometimes you have to have that honest conversation with a boss or a person at your job saying, you know what, I this isn't where I want to be. I'm going to
Hmm.
be here for a little bit, but end goal, this isn't what I want.
Hmm.
And I had to have those conversations this summer at my internship when they're like, "Oh, you're going to get a job." I was like, "Okay, but I don't want to really be here for that long."
Hmm.
And they're like, "No, we get that. No one wants to be here for that long."
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Good.
I talked to my CEO. He's the man. Mike Katoya, he's the GOAT. You know what I mean? Like my boss, Ashley Brown, like GOAT. You know what I mean? Like some of these people that I work with on my job, GOAT. I love the experience. You know what I mean? And honestly, that's why I'm there. I love the experience. That's why I'm there. You know what I mean? But like, they know the vibes. They know what's up. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I love them for that. But it's all about honestly about communication from day one. You know what I mean? If you don't say anything, that's my advice to you, like anybody
Yeah.
listening, is it speak up and say what you want to say, because and just be straightforward. Don't be in the background and just be a shadow. You know what I mean? Like speak up, communicate, be something. You know what I mean? Because those are the same people that complain about like, oh, why wasn't I announced in the quarterly meeting? Why didn't I get a shout out during this meeting from blah 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 blah? Like, bro, just you gotta speak up. That's why. Don't be afraid to speak up and to fight. And I feel like a lot of people in your class, like Grace, like graduating as a post grad, that's the one thing I struggled with was like, yo, like I'm at my job. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm gonna fuck up and I'm gonna get fired and they're gonna hate me for the rest of my life. Like, no, like you learn along the way. You're gonna
Yeah.
make mistakes. You're gonna fuck up. So you're gonna piss off someone. You're gonna like people. You're gonna not like people. Like, and all it is how you carry yourself in a business attire, like business professional way. You have your professionalism, your social stuff. Like it's all separate at least. But my question for you is one of the last questions I want to kind of start asking is what is either the funniest or the craziest, both would be nice, but the craziest experience while spray tanning. Give me like a crazy, like a funny ass, crazy ass story.
Oh.
Like you could say, I don't want to put, you don't have to say your name, put anyone on blast.
Oh my god, no, I would never. There's a couple. So I think one was I just got texted by a girl before a spray tan saying, "Do hickeys like if I have a hickey, can I not get spray tanned?" And I was like, do you not know what a hickey is? Like, yeah, you can get spray tanned. And she shows up with like, it looks like a bear just like straight up attacked her neck. Like, it was the largest hickey I've ever seen.
Yeah.
As if like, so, I don't even know. Like, she had just had like put leeches all over herself. It was huge. It was so big. And she was like, I didn't know. And I was like, it's a literal bruise. Like, this will help you cover it up. But
Mm.
that was one. Another one was I'm friends with this person now and we talk about it all the time, but I had just spray tanned her two friends in their room And she gets in the tent and I'm like, okay, like this is what we're gonna do. And she's like, okay, but before we start, can I ask you a question? I'm like, yeah, sure. And she goes, do you talk about our bodies to your friends? I was like, what? And she's
I mean,
like, do you like talk about us? Like, are your friends gonna like know what I look like naked? And I was like, and no,
yeah.
that is
She's a
legit.
Mona
I
Lisa in the
have
back painting
friends.
everything. Mona Lisa. Grace is like, yeah, move your left tit up a little bit, and you get
I,
that
would-
right there.
I legitimately wouldn't have friends if I did that. Like, that'd be the most bizarre thing to ever do. So those are probably like the two main ones. Not too much happens. I can usually stuff will just like fall right off of me if someone does something weird. I'm like, okay, whatever. Like, get in the tent. Let me spray you. Let me get out of here ASAP.
That's hilarious. That's so funny. Whatchamacallit? Damn, I wanted to ask. This is. I didn't even write this question down or anything like that. I just wanted to ask it because it kind of came to my mind. I don't have a lot of friends that are girls, so Grace, I appreciate you for being my friend.
Sure.
What do you think? This is it is going. I'm just literally asking because I 100% want to know. This has nothing to do with anything. What do you think about girls starting an OnlyFans?
What do I think about? I
Because as a
I
side,
don't
and
like
hold on,
it.
hold on. As a side business, right? As an entrepreneur, do you see that as like an entrepreneur type of thing, or do you see it as complete bullshit?
Well, I see it in the lens of like the waves of feminism.
Mm-hmm.
And you know how we hit that wave of feminism where it's like free the nip, like
Mm-hmm.
show your body off, and that's actually empowering to you. I think we're in this like middle ground of feminism right now where it's half that and then half no, respect yourself and become a girl boss and like really, be a role model.
Mm-hmm.
So I personally don't think OnlyFans for me is respectable
Mm-hmm.
just because I don't see that as empowering at all. But
Yeah.
if you do find empowerment through that as being a woman, go for it. Go get that bread. Like, as long as you feel good and you're not doing it for someone else, then great. I just personally would never do that.
Yeah.
I'm better in the boardroom telling men to sit down and shut up instead of sending them pictures of my body.
Yeah. Yo, my question was more like as like because we talk about different, entrepreneurship, different like jobs and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. I was asking like, what do you think about that for women and men too? Because men do it as well too. I know some guys that even do it just for sneakers. Like they have like a whole sneaker collection and they like teach people how to sell sneakers on OnlyFans. Like, and just in general, do you think that's like? Did you think that was like that? You think that? Do you like? Are you cool with that? Do you think that's chill? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it's if you are happy doing it and you find joy and pleasure doing it, then yeah, go off. I mean, who am I to tell anyone what to do? Um, I started my business because I love what I do.
Mm-hmm.
So if you love doing that, then do it. Go for it. I
Okay.
mean, who are we to tell anyone what to do with their lives or their small business?
Yeah, that's true. I asked that question because like I feel like as a guy, like all my friends that see girls like with OnlyFans, whether it's a guy or a girl, even if they're doing like a sneaker business or whatever it is on there, they're like, nah, absolutely not. Like if you have that, don't even talk to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it gets a bad rep because I think we're transitioning from that into be more respectable and
Mm-hmm.
present yourself well and don't show everything to everyone and
Mm-hmm.
exploit that for money.
Yeah, that's true.
It's fine. Our society's changing every day, so I get when people react like that because I personally probably would as well.
Mm-hmm.
But do what you do.
That's interesting. Nice, good to know. What do you think about that, Barber?
I don't know. I feel like it could be a good way to to exclusively monetize your content by having people pay to get access to your content. It could be an interesting way, but I think with the presence of like YouTube and like all the free social platforms, it's not really like super like it would be hard to get people to be like paid subscribers to your exclusive content. So I mean, you're probably better off creating a YouTube channel or Instagram or something like that rather than people subscribe to your OnlyFans.
Well,
I think it's interesting to also to look at OnlyFans as a company as well. Like, that's a great idea. That was an amazing idea, OnlyFans as a company. I mean, so many people have bought into it and so many people use it.
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy. Some of like Disney stars have used it that are massive. Like, and some of them, and honestly, like the point of OnlyFans isn't just to send like inappropriate pictures back and forth. The point is to, if you have a business on YouTube or something like that, it's to like narrow it down and be like, yo, these are my OnlyFans that like that fuck with me from day one and want more like exclusive content, and it's to provide more money and more content for the person, because on YouTube you don't make a lot of money. So this was a way to monetize and make more money for the person to put out more content. But it was
like Patreon, but different.
And it's just tough because like with OnlyFans and Snapchat, obviously we're humans and people find a way to misconstrue it, and then that's what it turns out to. But that's actually
that's majority of what people think it is, which is what I thought it was. I haven't gone on to the website or anything. Just heard about it.
That's true. Same thing until I did my research and I found that out. I saw like DJ Khaled and Fat Joe do like an OnlyFans, and it's just them playing basketball. And I'm just like, that's fucking hilarious. But yeah, I guess so. We'll end off here real quick. Barber, actually, I want you to ask it real quick. I want you to ask one last question. The spoon question. Ask her the spoon question. The
question?
No, the kitchen question. The kitchen question. She knows what question this is too.
Oh, I know the question, but I'm also gonna answer spoon.
Damn.
You know you gotta answer spoon.
I love it because when someone told me what the answer is a spoon is the most versatile. You can use it for this, and this, and that.
Also, you lift people or things up with it. You know.
Ooh.
Damn,
You lift things up, and I like to lift people up, so I'm a spoon.
Damn, I didn't even think about it like that.
That's right. I think so. I got asked that in my Friars Club interview, and I was like 1,000% a spoon.
Wow. I said like a fork or something because it's versatile. You could use it as a knife. You could use it as like pick things up. Like you could kind of pick some shit up with it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's I like when people go for the bizarre ones.
Oh, like
some random ones.
Like the fucking ladle? Like the ladle or something, or the fucking
ladle, my God. Like a can opener, like just some stupid stuff.
Yeah, that's hilarious. So we'll end on this note right here. Last one. Could you give like a one-off to people that are like struggling right now with any sort of, maybe trying to find themselves right now, that need like a pick me up? So maybe someone going through something, maybe they're in school, they're in school just like you, like during COVID and shit like that. Maybe they're trying to start a business, someone that's going through it right now. What would you kind of say to someone like that, just in like in a positive light? What would you say to someone that's struggling right now to maybe achieve, good grades in school, or start a business up, or try to be successful, or are struggling right now during this time? What would you say to someone like that?
I would say this past year, my biggest thing has just been positive self-talk. So like, and I know it sounds so cheesy, but just like literally, I've just started saying to everyone, even my friends, like, oh guys, why am I so beautiful? And all my friends are like, shut up. Like literally shut up. And I'm like, guys, no, listen to me. I am so hot. And everyone's like, oh my God, like your ego's through the roof, but it works because you manifest this idea in people's brains. Yeah. So now everyone thinks I'm hot because I told them. I told them I am hot. So now everyone thinks I'm hot. Yeah. So just do that to yourself. Be like, guys, I'm the best entrepreneur ever. Guys, I have the best business. I'm the best student ever. Like, because people will start believing you if you just keep saying it over and over. Like they're just gonna be like, well, yeah, maybe she is. Like maybe. It works. You gotta manifest things in your life by just telling other people what you want them to tell you. It works.
Damn.
I mean, Yo, I mean, someone's got to do it. It's
Yeah.
gotta
Yeah, someone's
get
gonna
done.
do it, and why not you? You
Yeah,
know?
I get. Yo, I fuck with it, man. I mean, that's empowering for sure. You know, do it. Addison and corporate, they're gonna be like, "What the fuck right now?" You're in that
Oh
shit.
my God,
But
they're gonna make, yeah, she does that all the time.
yeah,
She
yeah,
does not shut up.
it's a normal. But yo, honestly, confidence. Yo, honestly though, I would rather have someone that's confident and secure with themselves and like spread that than
Okay.
the other way around where it's like, I'm trying to take a Snapchat. Oh, I look so ugly. It's like, yeah, get the fuck out of here.
It's
It's so
so bad
down.
when you say
Yeah.
I look so this way in a negative light. Like you said, confidence is so attractive. So just be confident. Like even if you don't even believe the words you're saying, say them because it manifests in your life.
Would you rather have a solid 7 with a good personality, or would you rather have a 10 super hot like Channing Tatum, but his fucking personality is like a brick?
Oh, dude, 7. I would even go 4 with a great personality over a 10.
Damn, you heard?
Dude,
Oh my
Oh,
God.
duh.
I'm serious.
She goes dad bod all the way. That's me.
Dude, dad brought it up, but I'm
That's
saying like if your personality sucks and I don't want to be around you, even though your face is beautiful, like I'm not going to be around you.
Damn, that's crazy. Hey, yo, that's a new wave right there. I like that. I appreciate
Yeah.
that, man. That's sick. Hey, man, listen, that's the most positive thing I've heard in a week. So I love that.
Okay, we gotta hang out more.
Yeah, she's like, let's get after it.
Tell me I'm hot.
Yeah, she just wants more fans. She just wants more.
She wants more OnlyFans.
Let me get my OnlyFans started right now.
It's an OnlyFans dedicated to just saying like positive things about Grace. That's all it is. And she just makes like $2, and people will just hear like positive things every two. That's hilarious. But oh my God! But thank you so much, Grace, for coming. I appreciate you hopping on the pod. I know there's a bunch of technical difficulties, but I appreciate you. I've seen you grow from like not like you're a fucking plant or something, but like freshman.
Oh, freshman year, Grace and me now are just like two. It's crazy.
But I see you the same. Like I see all of you guys the same way. Like that, everyone in Friars Club, anyone like that, it's the same way to me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm glad you have a good head on your shoulders. I'm excited to see like what you do in the future. Obviously, I know Barber is as well too, and like we're super pumped and we're super excited. And Barber was the one that like actually like pointed you out and was like, yo, like we gotta get her on the pod. Like
yeah, I know. I posted on PCtans and Barber was like, hey.
Yeah, Barber should be like, yo, I'm a solid 4 with a great personality, though. But like, nah, but like that's but like, I trust him, so like I knew it too, but I love it. I'm glad we had this. Honestly, you were our first, you're like our first girl on the podcast as well too.
Yeah.
So like,
as I should be. First one and the best and the hottest.
See right there, boom, yo, that's crazy.
Yeah.
But
don't you dare put a 10 on here after me though. Don't you dare.
Fuck.
That would be so
they're gonna be a brick though. They're gonna be a brick with no personality.
Yeah. You'll ask some questions though, just to do one line.
Yeah. I know the exact one we're gonna put on too, so it's crazy. But go ahead, Barber. Do the outro. Do the outro real quick.
Word. Well, all right, Grace. This was super fun. Apologize again for technical difficulties. I can't even speak. But
he's lagging right now.
I appreciate you coming on and giving us insight into your life, into your ideas. You kept it real. You kept it relatable. But until next time, I'm excited to see what you got coming in store for us.
Thanks for having me, guys.
You already know. Yo, do like a little peace sign because we see the thumbnail like this. Yeah.